Which mid-major NCAA tournament teams could be this year's Loyola Chicago? Loyola Chicago became to make it to the Final Four in the last few decades. There's certainly no. First things first, we wrote a post in April 2018 predicting. Turns out, you could make a case that Murray State doesn't exactly qualify. We're looking for a true. The Racers aren't terribly battle-tested, but they didn't exactly get blown out in their games against Power 5 opponents either. They're also a very. Wofford is another mid-major who might not measure up exactly by the definition of Cinderella, especially since they're coming in as a 7th seed, but good luck convincing anyone that Wofford in the Final Four doesn't sound bonkers and therefore exactly what we're looking for. The Terrier dominated the Southern Conference this season, which was especially impressive given the overall strength of its top teams. Wofford actually, the Belmont Bruins almost didn't make it here. Despite an there's something special in the air about the Bruins and their head coach, who is in his 34th year with the school and is a media and fan darling. They've got their hand. With a 34 record and a 19-game winning streak, the Aggies sure look like the kind of mid-major team that can make some waves, gets a lucky bounce or two, and suddenly finds themselves deep in the tournament. Making it to their third. If they can get past an overachieving Auburn squad, they'd likely match up against an underachieving Kansas team in the second round. After that, would the Gales be in the tournament if not for their epic upset of Gonzaga in the WCC Championship? Probably. They finished number. The Gales get the defending champions, but the Wildcats haven't exactly looked like their predecessor this season. This 11 seed, the Post appeared first on.
Raindrop, drop top smoking, no cooking the hot pot. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, that. Looking up, open the park pot.